Manchester City played better against Manchester United than they did against Arsenal. It was an easier test, yet the Blues still showed more intent after taking confidence from two previous wins. Pep Guardiola credited the Brighton match after the game for stopping any doubts from entering their heads about what they could do this season. It also doesn't take a genius to see that they looked better because they had John Stones and Rodri in the side, two world-class players capable of gracing any team in the world who were missing from the side that went down 1-0 in North London. City look more solid and more fluid when those two are allowed to work in tandem with each other to control the game. However, it wasn't just those two responsible for arguably City's best performance of the season. Guardiola's team selection was notable for the fact that it contained just one summer signing, Josko Gvardiol at left back. The only time City have had fewer this season was at Burnley on the opening weekend when the 11 contained none, and at that stage Jeremy Doku and Matheus Nunes hadn't even walked through the door and Mateo Kovacic played the majority of the match after Kevin De Bruyne's injury. For the last 2 months, Guardiola has tried different combinations to integrate his new signings. Those four may well make a place in the team their own as the season progresses and will improve with time, yet early experimenting has not been overly successful. Mateo Kovacic and Matheus Nunes didn't work against Wolves, and leaving both Jack Grealish and Jeremy Doku out at Arsenal left the Blues short of control and skill out wide. It was telling how much more cohesive City looked against United by reverting to essentially the players that won them the treble, plus Julian Alvarez. There were still occasional glitches, but this was much more like the form that they hit in the second half of last season to set up their historic achievement. Having gone back to the players who delivered at that time, Guardiola has perhaps given an answer to the question lingering around City this season. In all the debate around how differently the team will play given key departures and new arrivals, they can win plenty of big football matches by using most of the same personnel and plays that they did last season. City will not stop pushing for new ideas. Their summer signings will begin to have more influence on the side as they settle. For now though, going back appears to be the way forward for Guardiola ahead of a tricky period of league fixtures before the Club World Cup that include 3 of the top 5.